When it comes to decommissioning legacy systems, most vendors talk about connectors and the logistics of creating an archive. Maybe that's because their archives are nothing more than SQL stores that require users to know SQL or learn their proprietary search systems. In other words, the archive is there just in case, and the real hope is that nobody ever comes looking for it. Well, at Sunset Point Software, we believe that's a huge opportunity lost. While organizations do need to archive data housed in a system that's being decommissioned just in case, wouldn't it be better to also store that information in a way that is accessible and in a familiar and enduring form that folks can use at all points of need? Keep it operational, immortalize it. That's what we do at Sunset Point Software. So rather than spending a lot of time talking about how we create an archive, or what we call a legacy snapshot, I thought it better to show you how we keep your legacy system information operational for as long as you need it. Let's focus our attention in this video on the destination. A legacy snapshot is an AI-ready, PDF document-based representation of the legacy system at the time it's decommissioned. We maintain nearly 100% fidelity with the original system because not only do we capture the data for each record you want to preserve, we also capture actual screenshots. The information contained in those screenshots is discrete data, attached documents, and executed reports. All the information we capture is harvested from the UI because that's the point at which raw data in the database is transformed into usable information. And rather than presenting the data back as mere rows and columns and tables, we present information back to users via the familiar screens they were accustomed to seeing in the legacy system. Let's take a look at how users interact with the legacy snapshot via a simple example. In my example, the decommissioned system for which we created a legacy snapshot is called Orange HRM, a popular open source HR application. At the time of its decommissioning, RPA robots were configured to crawl through the Orange HRM application and capture screenshots, field data, documents, and executed reports for all employees who worked in the organization within the past 7 years. Once the snapshot is created and released to our repository, these are the ways we keep it operational. Let's start with something we call deep linking. Deep linking is the method by which we link specific information in our snapshot directly to the screens in replacement systems. In our example, when our organization decommissioned Orange HRM, it replaced it with Sage HR. However, since we created a legacy snapshot that could be deep linked, we didn't have to perform a costly and time-consuming migration of the old data to the replacement system. Rather, we implemented Sage HR on a day-forward basis because the old information would never be more than a click away in the snapshot. So, when I navigate to a record in the new Sage system and click the Deep Linker button, the Deep Linker reads the screen, determines the context of what I'm working on, and presents a list of potential requests I'm most likely to make given this context. In this case, I'm looking at employee Navin Johnson, so the recommended searches presented by the Deep Linker all pertain to Navin Johnson. Now, this list starts out as a predetermined list of requests created by my company, but over time, as actual users start making their own requests, the Deep Linker retrains itself to surface requests based on the most popular requests all my fellow employees are making. The more people use it, the smarter it gets. In this case, I'll select the option that returns all the documents in the snapshot related to employee Navin Johnson. On the left is a listing of all the documents within which he appears. On the right is the document viewer, with the selected document loaded. Behind the scenes, the Deep Linker initiated search also grounded the AI engine, so its focus has been narrowed down to just Navin Johnson's documents, which should help return faster and better answers to my questions. From here, I can perform all the kinds of traditional searches one would expect, such as full text and field data searches, all of which can be saved, reused, and shared with others. However, the coolest thing is not only can I perform those kinds of searches, but I can also converse with the snapshot via conversational AI. Let's try that out. To start conversing with the snapshot, I click the Ask Archie button, also known as Archie the Archivist, which summons our AI. When I do, that opens up a Copilot experience that allows me to ask questions of the snapshot in natural language. For example, I can ask, what is Navin's driver's license number? As you can see, not only was Archie able to give me the answer, it also created a citation link to where it was found in the snapshot document. In this case, it was found in both the field data and on the personal details screenshot. Now, how about I ask, who are Navin's listed dependents? Here I can view the results, copy them to the clipboard, or export the list to Excel. Finally, how about I ask Archie, how many weeks did Naven work overtime? This last search requires Archie to determine first off, what do I mean by overtime, and then apply that definition to Naven's time card data. Remember, all this information is not contained in just one snapshot document. Rather, it's spread across a number of documents. But since Archie was grounded to answer questions about Nathan Johnson, it understands the context of my questions and uses only the snapshot source documents that could help come up with an answer. That's pretty cool. So as you can see, not only is Legacy Snapshot serving as an archive for my decommissioned Orange HRM system, but it's also keeping the information operational, or immortalized if you will, by making it available at all my points of need, especially from within the replacement system screens. Again, this contextual linking is so powerful, it allowed my company to forego an expensive migration from the old system to the new one because the old system data is never more than a click away from the new system screens. That's not just cool, that's very cool. For more information on Legacy Snapshot, give us a call or send us an email. We'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, thank you for your time, and remember, at Sunset Point Software, we're on a mission to empower the immortal enterprise.